I feel so alone and so sad and depressed. The only thing that I need to fix this is a Roblox date, because for some reason the CEO of Roblox has decided that Roblox, the kids game that has been a kids game for years, is now the perfect place to be an adult dating simulator, because this will combat loneliness. Loneliness, yes, I've never felt less lonely sitting behind a computer screen going on a date at home by myself with a random person I've met on Roblox. And even though we already know Roblox has its predatory sides, I think adding this dating side to it, that's not going to cause any problems. Like, come on, adding a completely adult side to a literal child's game isn't going to cause any problems in the future. Completely unproblematic. Nothing's going to happen. So the Roblox CEO has decided that it is the bright idea to transform the popular mobile game that is usually on kids' iPads for adult dating. I'm talking Tinder, but in Roblox. And apparently it could be the perfect tool to combat loneliness, which I do see his side. I see playing a game, interacting with other people. Yeah, sure, that could combat loneliness, but oh boy, it's... Considering the whole loneliness epidemic has mainly started since COVID-19 and being trapped in your house because of COVID, the best thing to do is encourage adults to sit behind their computer screen and go on a date there and not leave their house even more. That'll get them. That'll get the loneliness. His whole interview and debate has sparked a lot of online talk, a lot of chat, and I'm assuming you can gather why, because it's a little bit crazy. It's for good reason. So we're going to break it down and raise a few deeper concerns. The first thing I'm going to say, which is just good general knowledge, 60% of the Roblox user base are under the age of 16. Specifically 42% under the age of 13. So that's a lot. And adding in this adult side to a literal child's game is not only going to give mixed signals to adults who are seeing their children spend hours and hours on this game every day, knowing there are also now adults playing it, which, you know, we've never had any problems with that, have we ever, Roblox? Nope, never. Anyway. But yeah, the mixed age group is a concern, especially when Roblox has always been catered as a child's game, from games like Royal High, Adopt Me. I don't know, I played those when I was 13. I remember having a Roblox phase. I think we all did. I was the person that was scamming people from their neon double unicorn. I don't even remember anymore, but if you ever got scammed for a unicorn named Gucci and Adopt Me, I'm so sorry. Might have been me. But anyway, that is a huge concern raised between parents now that Roblox are opening their gates to more adults, is how and when has a platform that children and adults have ever been on not been abused for the wrong reasons. It just hasn't. So that's concern number one. Though Roblox has already rolled out some sort of age checking data with ID checks for their more mature games, like I'm pretty sure some point in the last few years they rolled out some more mature games with like blood, violence, and they were ID checking. But these are children. It is not the most difficult thing in the world to get a hold of your parents' IDs, siblings' IDs that are over the age of 17. So that's a loophole. You can't really age check, and fake birth dates are always a thing. I remember when I signed up, the amount of sites that I just randomly put in a birthday. The honesty's never really there. It is never really there. And this could really cause a problem, especially if you're having the risk of those child interactions with adults in dating. Like, can you just imagine, like, in 20 years' time, it's like, how did you meet? Roblox. I just don't see how that's something that we could be having in a conversation with our children in, like, 20 years' time. I mean, I'm sorry if you did meet through Roblox, but anyway, I'm getting carried away. The whole point is, with this loophole with the age limits, this sweet dating simulator-esque vibe that they're going for could turn predatory very, very fast, very, very easily, and not even on purpose. It could get a lot of people into trouble without them even knowing that they're talking to a child, which is why it's just, I can't see why it's a good idea. And also, Roblox has been advertising and building to being a child's game and for families for years and years and years. I just don't see why they're undermining all of that advertising and all of that years of effort and building, especially when they're at their peak right now. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but it's definitely something to be concerned about, and I'm not surprised it's raising a few eyebrows. Moving on from the whole child and adult interaction side of it, even alone, the premise of trying to introduce something that prohibits more lonely people and encourages them to stay in their room alone and go on a date on Roblox instead of actually leaving and trying to push through that isn't supportive, isn't something that's encouraging. And I mean, they've already said themselves that there's a loneliness epidemic. So if that's such a huge problem, surely we should be not encouraging people even more and give them another outlet to sit behind a screen and to actually go out and interact with real life people. And I think that's seriously been a problem, especially since COVID. We got so used to talking to people through screens that even so many years, 3 years after, we're still having to break those habits. And especially people who are a lot more connected and could hide behind an alias on these sites, it's a lot more difficult for them to break that boundary, which I think is why we're seeing so much of a heightened loneliness epidemic at the moment. It's just a problem, and this is not the way to solve it, and I don't know why they thought this would be an effective way to break the boundary. I would definitely say Roblox, please leave it to Tinder, and if you don't swing that way, always Hinge. What's also kind of crazy, I was just on stream and this just came up. Roblox are literally going through a lawsuit at the moment because a family is suing them because their daughter got assaulted after meeting up with somebody that she met on Roblox. So that is a current case going on at the moment that they are being sued for and has been, and they've had multiple cases like that. So that's just a little bit of salt in the wound, I guess. So enjoy that knowledge. Whole thing is deeply flawed. It's not a good decision. There's definitely going to be a couple horror stories if they go through with this, and I'll probably be making a video on that in a couple months' time because it's 100% going to happen. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you let me know, like it, and subscribe. I deserved it if you made it to the end, okay? All of my socials are in the description as well, and I usually stream on Twitch and yap about this too. So I will see you. Bye!